But today we're gonna talk about InvestFest. I got the pleasure of going to InvestFest 2024. It was such a vibe. So let's talk about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about financial literacy. Let's talk about networking. Let's talk about high value men. Let's talk about what to wear, because I had so many questions and none of the videos out there had the answer for me. So where are the after parties? That's the real question. Where are the after parties? If that's something you're interested in, make sure that you like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Tumblers podcast and founder and CEO of the Create app, an app specifically created for content creators. I can finally let you guys know what it is. So think Uber, but for content creators. This app will help you find all the content creators in your area if you're having an event, a wedding, a baby shower, a party, a birthday, whatever you need them to do to record your content, the app's got you. Because where do you go when you need a photographer or a content creator or a videographer? You have to go on Google, and you're over here looking at different people's pages, and then half of the time it'll take you to Instagram, their page, and then to a link and a website that doesn't have the pricing, so you have to reach out. It's a hassle. So with the Create app, it just helps simplify the process. It helps bring content creators to the people that need content creators, whether you're an entrepreneur, a business, or just a consumer that wants to have a cute little photo shoot at the beach. But I'm super excited for the app. The app launches in November, so make sure that you're following us on Instagram. I'm so excited for this project. But today we're gonna talk about InvestFest. I got the pleasure of going to InvestFest 2024. It was such a vibe. So let's talk about entrepreneurship. Let's talk about financial literacy. Let's talk about networking. Let's talk about high value men. Let's talk about what to wear, because I had so many questions and none of the videos out there had the answer for me. So where are the after parties? That's the real question. Where are the after parties? If that's something you're interested in, make sure that you like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. And shout out to my girl Serenity for letting me know about this, because I had no idea about this. So I got my ticket last minute. So InvestFest is basically a conference mostly for Black entrepreneurs to teach them about how to play the game, whether it's financial literacy, entrepreneurship, government contracts, AI, basically everything you need to know to make money. So there was a whole bunch of networking, not only for startups and entrepreneurs like myself, but some big dogs in the industry. Tickets were around $250, and I live in Florida, so I had to freaking buy a flight, but my flight was about $200, and I used my Chase Sapphire Reserve card for that, so it wasn't too bad. And for $250, you got all 3 days, which is not bad for a conference. So with that being said, I totally recommend going to InvestFest if one, you're a startup entrepreneur business owner, aka like me. Two, you are just starting up and you don't even have a business, but you want to surround yourself with entrepreneurs that have the same mindset as you. And three, you are a veteran in the game and you want to teach other entrepreneurs starting up how to play the game. When we went, we also went with one of our other friends, and it was kind of weird because I was like, girl, why did you even come? Because she didn't have a business, she didn't have a plan, she didn't network, and she wasn't really talking to anybody about anything. So I think she just came to support, but I just thought it was a little weird because she spent a lot of money to come and she didn't get all the opportunities that the event had. So if you do come, make sure that you have a plan. Make sure that you know what you want to do with your business, in the sense of, like, for me, I wanted to get my word out because I haven't talked about my business out loud before. So the Create app, Uber for content creators. So I got really good feedback with that. And my action plan was I needed followers on my Instagram page. So leading them to scan my QR code and follow me on Instagram. So those were the two targets I was trying to accomplish when I went to InvestFest. Very simple plan. I feel like if you're an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur and you're shy, baby, you're either gonna have to force yourself out of your comfort zone, or maybe entrepreneurship is not for you. Because trust me, it's not for the weak. The best networking that I got wasn't even with the vendors inside. It was literally walking down the hallways, getting a coffee or getting a smoothie, just talking to people in line or seeing people as I walk, introducing myself, telling people about my business. You have to put yourself out there. So if your main objective was to network and mingle and let people know who you are, great. I met so many people. But if your main objective was to learn, I feel like that was hard for me because it wasn't scheduled and organized as properly. So I didn't know when they were having the fire chats, or like in what room, or when they were having the speakers. It was like a little all over the place. So I didn't even go to any of the workshops. And a lot of the events and speakers running behind. So that was a little frustrating because you didn't really know what was going on. One of the things that I would change is speaking too long. to the vendors. There's like a whole bunch of vendors inside and you get to see everybody's business and what they do. But I feel like we were talking to them for too long and like the time was just flying. So next time I would definitely go talk to the vendors, definitely get their story, maybe film. I was supposed to film for YouTube, but your girl was too lazy and I didn't even bring a purse. Okay, I'm not bringing this camera with me. Y'all are gonna get, it is what it is. Maybe next time. But I would have honed down the conversation to like, what's your business? What do you do? Where the idea came from? And then how can I apply that into my own business? So for next time, I would definitely create content for them as a content creator that they could hire on my app and create content for them and then tag them on my Instagram. So then we have a following and they have content so they can see the value that a content creator brings. So if you have a business, try to hone in as much as possible into your business and how you can reel people to keep coming back. Next question that I had was what to wear, because I'm thinking entrepreneurs, I'm thinking people with money, I'm thinking like nice, I'm thinking Gucci, I'm thinking Prada, I'm thinking Balenciaga. Like, oh my gosh. First of all, ill, because we don't support any of those brands. But like, this is Atlanta. So like my friend was like, yeah, they like dress to the nines out there. I was like, well, I'm on a budget, because I literally have negative $33 in my bank account right now because I'm starting this app and this business and it's literally sucking me dry. So I was trying to figure out what could I wear and still like match. But we also had another problem. We didn't rent a car when we were in Atlanta. So we were relying on Ubers. And mind you, like when the conference was done, like it was around 6, those Uber prices were like $60. So $60 to go home and change and then $60 to come back. So that's $120. Baby, you can miss me with it. Miss me with it. So we literally had to dress for the morning and the nighttime because girl, you don't know what's gonna happen. So for me, I wore heels. I brought my most comfortable heels, which I recommend. If you're going to bring heels, bring your most comfortable heels because you're walking 10 plus hours. Baby, you're on your feet. You're moving, you're walking the whole weekend. So recommend comfortable shoes. And if you want to do heels, you already know, at your own risk. But I did, and it was worth it. It wasn't too bad. And I wore, first day, I wore like this little leather look with like my blazer. If you don't have any fancy, any like business, like casual outfits, get yourself a blazer and put that shit on everything. Sprinkle that on everything because it will make everything look more like business. So I wore like a little corset. I was giving sexy, okay? Because we were going out after that. So it is what it is. So I was wearing a corset with a little skirt and then my little blazer with my heels. And then the next day I was wearing blue jeans and a bodysuit and again, a blazer, make it casual. And then the last day, that's when I was wearing like a sparkly dress with my blazer again with my heels. And I felt like I looked beautiful. I looked classy. I looked elegant, but definitely giving that like CEO where we at vibe. So when it comes to dress code, I feel like wear something that you feel comfortable in, but also keep in mind that it matches your business and who do you want to approach. Because if you're trying to network with like billionaires or millionaires, maybe wearing your flip-flops and your shorts is not the vibe. And mind you, I did see people wearing flip-flops and shorts and like ripped pants and jeans. But again, that's their vibe. I don't know what they were going to. But then again, if you want to associate yourself with businessmen and professionals, make sure that you're dressing the part. Next question I personally had was, where the party at? Where all my girls? If you know me, I never go outside. So baby, Atlanta, I was trying to be outside, okay? Atlanta, you owe me nothing. Oh my gosh, in Atlanta, they were just such gentlemen. We'll dig that into the next question. But the parties, there's a lot of pre-party Invest Fest action going on before. So we got there on a Thursday and we got to go to the Circle of CEOs. And it was a free event, but if you paid $40, it allowed you like access to, just in case it was at capacity. So we did pay the $40 just to not miss it. The venue was beautiful. The atmosphere was top tier and everybody was just kind. And it was a great place to network, which we did meet a lot of people, but mind you, it did give club vibes. So it was hard to network a lot just because there was loud music and there was just a lot of people walking by. And when it comes to after parties, InvestFest themselves will email you like, oh, this is where the after party is gonna be at, blah, X, Y, and Z. But also when you're networking and talking to people on the floor, trust me, they know because they know people that live in Atlanta and everything changes every year. So don't stress out about it. You will figure it out when you get there, because there was a plethora of options of after parties. And then of course, if you know the big dogs, I know a couple of people here from Tampa got to go to the Greatness after all black after party, which Neil and the people from Earn Your Leisure. So again, it's all about who you know, right? So if you network with the right people, you can be invited to these exclusive events. Another question that I was asking, because I'm not outside a lot, and I know you're asking this too. Can I find my husband at Invest Fest? Baby, the chocolate factory was chocolate factoring, okay? These men were beautiful. You had an arrangement of chocolate. It was like chef's kiss, yum, 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 and yum, yum. And these are entrepreneurs, these are businessmen. They were all wearing their suits. Like, they came to show out, and I was here for it. Like, I had no complaints. Like, Atlanta, you did your big one. Like, everyone's just such a gentleman. And there was a time, remember, we were sitting there because we were not paying the $60 Uber, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, oh, so what are you doing tonight? And I was like, I'm doing whatever you're doing. And he's like, oh, okay, say less. And I was like, where are we going? And then he's like, okay, let's go. And then I told my other friends, let's go. And he was like, oh, I thought it was just you. I'm like, no, it's me and my other two friends. So then this man, we literally get into this man's car and he takes us to wherever the hell he was going. We went to eat. He took us to get some drinks. Then we went to this like rooftop place. Like, he was such a gentleman. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. And then there's this other guy that I met on the first day, I believe. Oh, what a beautiful chocolate man. Girl, he was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Anywho, so on the first day, we started talking by like the smoothie place. And then I helped him bring the smoothies to the people that he was with. And he had a good network connection. So he's like, I love your idea. Let me introduce you to people that would like benefit from that. So I did that. And then after that, we like parted ways. But the second day, I was talking to this guy, right? Like networking, and he walks by and he sees me. And he grabs my hand as I'm talking to this guy. I'm talking like this. And it was like slow motion. And I look at him and we make eye contact. And I'm like, ah! Like the panty's coming off. Like, oh my gosh, I melted. Like, what can I say? I am a hopeless romantic, okay? Like, oh my gosh, it was the eye contact for me. It was the, So, me being the strong sunflower that I am, I went to his DMs because we had changed Instagrams. So I went on his DMs and I said, no, because I gotta fucking read this for you guys. I went on his DMs and I said this. After that whole like eye contact thing, like, is my radar wrong? After that whole eye contact thing, anywho. And I say, it was so nice to see you. Hopefully it happens again. And then he says, same, I see you working. And then I said, I'm trying. I got a little distracted. A good distraction though. And then this man just hearts my comment and doesn't reply. And I'm like, what the hell? And then Serenity's like, well, if you send me that, I wouldn't know what to reply either. No. Because I'm not sending this to a woman. I'm sending this to a man. A man, like, baby, I am dropping the handkerchief. The handkerchief was dropped. Why are you not picking it up? At this point, I'm like, you better be gay or married, because why are you not picking up the handkerchief when I drop it? Like, I was like, oh my gosh. But you know what? You know what? I only want what wants me. So it is what it is. Then the last day I saw him, beautiful man. But you know what? I'm the price. So I was like, baby, I don't chase, I attract. So I just kept it moving. And then that was that. That was my little Invest Fest love affair, love story. Beautiful man though. Beautiful man. I feel like every time I see a beautiful man that I have like connection with and just like vibes, it keeps reminding me of all those times that I'm like, I'm never gonna find someone like this again. Baby, you will. Trust me. Like, the universe keeps telling me, like, stop focusing on this one. Baby, there's full of people out there that are perfect matches for you, that freaking will love you, that will care for you, that you'll have the sparks, the butterflies, all those things. So if one doesn't do it, keep it pushing. Okay? But all in all, I had such a great time at Invest Fest. Serenity and I will definitely be going next year because we just got another business idea. It's an app. You guys are going to love it if you're entrepreneurs, if you're into business. This one's for you. So stay tuned for that. I still can't believe that I got to see Steve Harvey and 50 Cent. Like, The Massacre album was the first album I've ever bought, and I would play that in my Xbox 24/7 back in 2008. It was such a full circle for me. But in the famous words of 50, hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. And I'm gonna shine, homie, until my heart stops. Hey! Ciao, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!